Hey, good morning. Good morning. My name is Alex McDonald, and you're watching my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and stay in touch with me. I'm making a lot more content, and I really appreciate you tuning in. Just want to share some thoughts on what this guy that was put into a position has recently said. I'm taking away all respect because I don't think he deserves it. Normally, I try to give the U.S. president the utmost respect, even when I don't agree with them. I try to respect them, but really, that's not always true. I think in 2006 or 2007, I wrote a song called "Impeachment" because I wanted George Bush to be impeached. I didn't like the fact that we were going to war and that war was for profit for their friends. Halliburton was a company that created weapons and was in the business of war. And he just happened to be a very close friend of George Bush. So 9/11, 2001, today is a day of that remembrance. We saw the Twin Towers attacked, hit by a couple of airplanes, and it was a devastating moment. We lost thousands of Americans, and my heart goes out to all of those family members that were lost. I am so thankful that we had emergency workers and people that went and served and helped. But we went into sort of a disarray, and what we saw was the U.S. government passed the Freedom Act, which started to strip away our rights. And we saw the inflation start to increase because we were funding a war. We were paying companies to participate in this war, and it was like it was all put together so all these little buddies could rub shoulders and get rich together. And it was insane. Then Obama was elected, and I tried to be really open-minded to it, but then he started wanting to do things with nuclear power, and that's so dangerous to our environment. And he started doing other things, funding Syria and other things like that. And I started getting like, okay, that's not okay. But I bit my tongue all the time, and I never publicly said I want Obama out of office. I just said we can do the best we can as citizens. And then Trump became president, and I can't really say that I was a fan of Trump, especially from the beginning. But then I started seeing the policies he was implementing that were for America, and I was starting to become very proud. And then this election comes up, and the person that was elected president never campaigned, never did anything, and somehow had 81 million votes. That blew my mind that he had the most votes of all time, and he just stayed in his basement, didn't go out and do anything. He becomes president, and instead of complaining about it or throwing a fit, I just said, I believe as Americans we can do the best we can, and the president is in a position, but that is not going to affect my attitude. It's not going to affect my concentration or my effort. And so daily, I'm trying to do the best that I can to take care of my home, trying to get out of debt, trying to save money, trying to make the right investments, trying to serve others, trying to love people, trying to shine light. But this thought that he just said, let me share my screen. What he just said blows my mind. Look at his face. Like, he's just so like bitter and angry and decrepit. So here we go. Where'd the audio go? Go back.
Unvaccinated over the past few weeks. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. And it's.
Let's say it again.
Past few weeks. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. And it's caused by the fact that despite America having unprecedented and successful vaccination program.
This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. Wait, is that fully true? Let me share a news article from Israel. And this is pretty crazy. This is from BeckersHospitalReview.com, Public Health. Nearly 60% of hospitalized COVID-19 patients in Israel are actually fully vaccinated. So this is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, yet most people in the hospital in Israel are vaccinated. Now let's see what happens when we Google vaccinated COVID hospitalization rate. Unvaccinated people were 11 times more likely to die of COVID-19, says the CDC, but that's really not true. Here's the New York Times. There's all this fake news at the top of your search, but when you really look into it, it's because of the vaccine that more people are going to the hospital. And so this is not a pandemic of the unvaccinated. This is a war on taking away our rights and trying to force something on people. Because first it was just stay inside. Please just stay home to save a life. Heard it on the radio over and over and over at work. And then I heard wear a mask, save a life. Over and over and over. And then I heard what I'm hearing right now on the radio at work is get a vaccine and save a life. Get a vaccine and save a life. They're bribing us. They're coercing us. They're encouraging us. And Joe Biden just said, we have been patient, but our patience is wearing thin. Well, guess what? Us Americans that believe in freedom and the Constitution, our patience is wearing thin with you, and it's your time to go. So it's time us as Americans continue to stand up and fight. Yes, we care about people. Yes, we love people. Yes, we don't want people to get sick. But guess what? That vaccine is making more people sick than ever before. And this video is probably going to be shut down because of the fact checkers. But you can go and look at the news yourself. Dig deep. Look at the statistics of who is in the hospital. Why are they in the hospital? And it's not because of a disease that has a 99.98% survival rate. It's because of something that being injected into these people that does not belong there. So choose wisely. I believe in you. I love you. I'll see you at the top, so I'll see you real soon.